All right, welcome everybody to another episode of XN Interviews. I'm XN. Joining me, as always, is JX. How you doing tonight, man?
Good, good. Ready to get started.
Heck yeah, me too. Um, Tonight our guest is some of you may know him from the content creator program is Max, right?
Yes, that's
Okay,
hello everybody.
but it's spelled with a AE sometimes, right? On
Right.
YouTube.
Like Aegon.
It's actually
Yeah, like Aegon. Okay. So yeah, what kind of got you into playing Marvel Contest of Champions?
it's a quick long story. Does
Okay.
that even make sense? Yeah. It doesn't. But it's my at the time my girlfriend, um we were my wife now, at the time it was a girlfriend, she was playing Marvel Contest of Champions, and I kind of looked over her shoulder and just was like, "What are you playing?" And she's like, "Oh, this new game that just came out." And I was just like, and I just kind of looked over her shoulder for a few seconds, and I'm like, "Do can I play?" And then she's like, "Yeah, you can download it yourself." And I'm like, "Okay, but I just want to try it." And and then I did. After playing on her phone, I downloaded the game, and then at the time where I was working, got coworkers to download the game with them, and then it became kind of like a coworker, because they were Marvel fans as well. So it just became a work thing, and it was like maybe like three, four of us maybe total playing the game at the time, um, and it kind of just took off from there. But yeah, it was. My wife now, she's like, "Dude, I should have never showed you the game."
Okay. Very nice. Um, so who's some of your favorite champions right now?
It's right now it's kind of like, and that's kind of like I guess, a cool thing about this game, but it's one of my things that I flex as well, is like I keep using the same champion over and over. But it is currently Hercules, my go-to guy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just he just anything I need, like I need to try. Just I don't even read the notes, like most people, and I just go in with them, and I'm like, all right, let's take a look. Can you do it? And then if you can't, then I possibly start reading the notes, and there's a situation here. I need to bring a different champion for this.
Okay. Jay, you got one over there?
Yeah. How'd you get your name? Yeah. Like, how'd you get your name?
Oh, Max. Yeah. So my name Max is it's supposed to be MAX, like, but MAX was not available in MCOC, so I went, for the longest it was MAX 11111 exclamation marks at the end, because that was the only thing that was available. Um, and then um, and then when Aegon came out, I was a big fan. I was like big fan of Aegon, and he was like, if we would have had this interview, man, like a few years ago, I would have been like Aegon. But I decided to go with the AEX and game, and I was like, oh, it's available, and that's kind of my name. But it all originated from, my dog, my first dog. His name was Max. So that's, don't go guessing my passwords, okay? so,
Very
so
nice.
Max, and you're like 111. Oh yeah, dude. Um, but yeah, that's where he came from.
Okay. Cool. So are you in an alliance?
Yes. Right now, currently with a lot of good friends that kind of jumped from previous alliance and then met new friends there. But I'm in an alliance called Relax, and it's kind of like primarily focused on Alliance Quest, and mainly that's all we play. But we do play Alliance War and every other competitive mode in there. The guys kind of like play a little bit of everything. There's a couple of guys that just kind of like retired maybe from Alliance War and uh, just focus on Alliance Quest. And but that's where I'm at right now.
Okay. Very nice. So do you guys run? You said something about war.
Mhm.
Do you? Well, what tier are you?
Ooh, good question. Let me look right now because I think I just opened the rewards. This is how much. So I play Alliance War whenever I get assigned, saying, "Hey, it's your turn," or your battle group, because we only run 2 battle groups. Um, and so whenever they tag like the battle group that I'm in, which is battle group 2, they say, "Hey, you guys are playing." So then I jump in. But I think we made it to let me see, seasons, leaderboards. If I look right now, platinum 3. Did we make? Oh, you can't even check right now. Oh,
So you finished Plat 3 last season?
I think so. Well, that might be wrong information, but I want to say yes.
Okay. All right. Um, so do you play in AQ at all?
Yes.
Okay.
That every week, like clock.
What maps do you run in AQ?
That just every single time map 8.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
just same path. Like doesn't change. It's. I think that's what a lot of people don't like about it. Right? It's very repetitive, very kind of boring. But I guess we figured out the time schedules already. Like I know when or they expect me to log in within this time, do my path, and then it's just like the kind of works good for everybody.
For sure. Do you guys run modifiers?
I you know what, I don't. I believe yeah. Well, I don't think you can
Oh
on.
yeah. Okay. You're right. You're right. A map 8, but you can't use modifiers yet.
Mm,
Okay. All right. Um, what is your progression level? Are you a Paragon?
I am. Yeah. Yeah. Paragon. I think I talked about a little bit about it. Is like I was like, man, I became Paragon before even Paragon was out. I kind of wish that wasn't the case. But yeah. I don't think there's um might correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think there's much to say for Paragon players right now, for like anything. Like, besides, actually, no, you're right. Besides, I just thought about it. Besides some like content that we can do, like Eternity of Pain, right?
Well, yeah. There, Eternity Pain still has until I believe this upcoming Wednesday.
Yep.
Okay. So have you completed all of that yet?
It did. Yeah,
Okay.
knocked that out within like I think the first few days of it coming out.
Okay.
So that
Did you do all the objectives with it too?
I did. Yeah. Yeah, it was actually quite fun just going in. It seemed to work out with my work schedule, because it was like when they launched, it was Wednesdays, I think it was that it was coming out.
Yeah.
And so I was off, and so I just kind of not every week, but a few of the weeks I just kind of went live, and I was just like, all right, let's try it. It
Okay.
wasn't surprisingly, I wasn't that. There was a few difficult areas, and I think there's a few that maybe one or two that I might have soloed, but yeah, it wasn't. I think I was expecting something really really hard.
All right. Um, so have you made it all the way through Act 7? I'm
Uh
guessing. Like, have you done the exploration?
no, that's where I'm right now in chapter 4. I've done. I haven't completed the whole entire thing, and I'm probably not going to complete it until. So again, going back to the alliance that I'm in, where you kind of focus on prestige, and I have a little bit of a strategy. Is like when the next top 5 um, 6-star comes out, that's probably when I'll just complete chapter 4. Just because of the rewards, I don't can't really afford to have those go into overflow and expire at the moment. I won't let them expire, but just overflow and go into a different champion.
Okay. All right. Jay, you got another one of there?
Sure. Um, well, first off, have you fully explored 5 and 6? Like, has the new, if you haven't, is the new system wanting you to go back and do it?
Wait, sorry. If I've explored
5 and 6.
oh five, yes.
Okay. So then you
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
have to go back and do it. Once you've
No.
already done it.
Yeah,
Okay.
those are long, and and probably won't ever go back unless like I have to,
Yeah.
or like
No.
a challenge or something.
Okay. Yeah, I made my first run through Act 641. I beat the Iceman at the end, so
Okay.
I'm on to Act 642 now, and
Nice.
I'm stuck on Hulk Ragnarok. So I'm gotta grind some arena and get some units so I can revive.
Yeah. Do you grind like the revives as well?
Yeah, if I need to. I usually do the what is it? The X 3 6 or or what is it? I can't remember. Act
Uh,
3
Chapter 2, because I remember they broke it
2
down.
6. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it is. Okay, 3 2 6. That's what it is. Yeah. Is there any type of content that you had troubles getting through?
Um, I wouldn't say like in the early parts. Yeah, like the beginning. Just right now with fortunately with the roster that I've kind of grown over the years. It seems like the Act 7 has been okay. Um, but early on, I think it was very difficult. I just kind of remember the having to I didn't. I think it was even before like YouTube. Like I actually looked up how to guides or people doing the fights. I would just be like, man, I can't. In the beginning, I can't get past certain champions and stuff. So, and that's probably like the early acts, like 3, 4.
Okay. Who are some YouTubers that you would turn to?
Um, so I would always watch Seaton. Um, and man, I would watch Bryant too. But then there was somebody else, and I can't remember his name right now. And I would watch him play too as well. I think he would do a lot of more like Alliance Quest streaming, but then he would drop a guide here and there.
Okay. So what kind of got you into streaming and doing YouTube?
Yeah, actually it all started with like I was always watching everybody, and I didn't honestly care to do YouTube at that point, and I was just like, I'm just enjoying playing and hanging out in the chat rooms. And then I was like, let me just start recording my like just my journey through the game. And it started with that, just wanting to have something to like look back on and just be like, oh, like that's when I was opening, let's say, chasing that champion, or I was having difficulty with that act or whatever it was. So it started with that, and then it kind of like I went through this like okay, that's all it is, and then kind of like the channel grew a little, and then I was just like, oh, it's a little bigger than it was. Just like, you know 2 people started following, 3 people, 50, and then I was just like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And then I think I attempted to stream, um and that was fun because I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't know. Like in my streams, if you fall into and you join into one of them, you'll see me having issues with cables and audio and sometimes video.
Okay. Yeah. It happens to me too sometimes. I haven't streamed in a while, but it definitely happens to the best of us. Jay, you got another one over there?
Sure. If there's one character you could add to Contest Champions, who would it be?
So he's our. You know what? I don't know. That's a good question. Hmm. I don't have like my favorite character. He's already in the game. Um, and that's like Deadpool. But I don't. Maybe like just as Lady Pool. Maybe that's probably what I would go with.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you have a 5-star red Deadpool?
I do. I do.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Flexing.
Kind of like poked Kabam a little bit and say, "Hey, what's up with the 6-star?" And I got like, "Are you kidding me?" response. Enjoy the 5 stars. What they said.
So every time you bring
Okay.
it up in like CCP, they're like,
Yeah, no, and I brought it up once, and then they responded to it, and they're like, "Yeah, and that's like, nope." And I was like, right.
So you are in the CCP. What are some things that you kind of get from the CCP? Like advantages of being in the CCP?
I would say the beta is huge. Um, that allows you to kind of maybe do guides with champions you don't have, or play with champions you don't have. The communication that you have with a lot of the people that work for Kabam, which is nice. Um, and a lot of stuff that you can't really talk about sometimes. Um, and I mean, it's not like it's private because it's just you get like access to it maybe like um 3 days to 5 days before it actually releases out to everybody. Um,
Right.
those are probably the cool things I would say.
Yeah.
That's like when playing the game and you're just like you really enjoy the game and you're just like, man, I wish I would be able to have that. But surprisingly, I think I remember when I wasn't in the content creator program and I was like, dude, I wish I can play every single character. I would figure everybody out. Turns out that that like then it becomes like you're like, oh yeah, no, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
So yeah, I
Jay, you
actually
got no? Oh, sorry.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna ask Jay if he's got a question over there.
"Oh, okay." Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Sorry.
That's okay. All right. Then what's a character you? Okay, so that's what you're doing CCP. Which, by the way, CCP is total. Like, it's really cool. Like, the CCP is definitely an advantage. Like, if you guys are doing content and you're like, oh, I never get in the CCP, just apply. I think hopefully we'll see more and more people in the CCP, and it'll help everyone's content. I would love to see everyone, and hopefully Exen can get in, man.
Yeah.
It's long
Can we?
overdue.
Is there like a reason for the whole?
The
Um,
delay. Or oh, dude. I'll tell you I guess my. Sorry, I don't mean to cut in there,
That's
but
okay.
like my story of applying, it took over. Wow, like I don't know if it maybe felt like a year and a half, but it took a long time. I know that's for sure because I applied. I want to say might have applied twice. I think I did. I don't know if I filled. If it did, is it twice or once? Maybe, but I just know I applied and I let it go. Didn't hear anything from it, and then just like I think I heard that they were just taking I don't know how I heard this. They were just like, oh yeah, they're opening up, and then I think I applied again because then I was like, maybe I got lost.
Yeah. That's kind of how I felt about it at first too, but then after it turned into.
oh,
We'll see.
cutting out, Dixon.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, I mean, I bugged them about it and see what can happen. Hopefully, before the summer, we can see some new peeps in there.
Right on. Um, if there was one thing you could change about the CCP, would you change anything?
Um, oh geez. I don't know. I never thought about changing anything. I kind of, I still feel fairly new to the CCP.
Yeah, you're one
my
of the youngest ones right now.
yeah. So I'm like, I don't even chat much in there. So I don't there's sometimes there's a question I might have. I don't even know who to tag. So I'm like, but I don't think I at the moment would change anything in there.
Okay. Jay, you got another one over there?
Sure. If there's one character you could buff, who would that be?
Let me just lightly take a glance here at my my rank ones. That's usually the case when it comes to like a champion that I haven't touched. And then there's probably I haven't played with I would probably go with Ant-Man. Reason why, just from the movies. Like, I watch a lot of the movies, and maybe I feel like it'd be nice.
Maybe with a Quantumania.
Yeah.
They've been doing a lot of buffs with movies now.
Yeah.
This is the third one in a row. Just announced today. We'll go ahead and throw it out there. Thor Jane Foster is getting a buff next month with the movie coming out.
Yo.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. How do you guys feel about that?
Oh yeah, I'm excited. I'm actually truly excited on that one. Not that I'm a big Mystic Thor, fan, but I'm excited because she's not that exciting at all.
Yeah.
Oh, like she's really, really like if you look at her, I was just looking today at her descriptions. She's got shock. She does specials and very simple. So I want to see what they do with that. Not expecting something huge, but I think it's the only buff that they are going to be doing this next month. I don't know if they are going to announce another.
Yeah, I don't think they have announced a second one yet. I assume there will be since the buff program is 2 champions always.
It's always? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just Gamora, the person with her got delayed because of the
Russia
events.
issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But besides that, it's always 2 months. I was gonna add something is it's funny you said Ant-Man and right, Jane Foster's getting buffed next month. If you guys remember the voting last year, it was Joe Fixit, Guillotine, Ancient Venom, Ant-Man, Jane Foster, and Kamala Khan. And like Joe Fixit got buffed, Ancient Venom got synergy buffs, Guillotine won, so she got buffed. Jane Foster's getting buffed, and Ant-Man got second place and still isn't buffed.
Yeah,
it's kind of sad, but I'm happy for Jane Foster. I have a 6-star, and Jane Foster is one of those. When I voted, I was like, I'm a Guillotine fan, so I'm gonna go her first. But if I had to choose a second, it'd be Jane Foster because definitely an interesting character, and she's getting a whole movie, so it's gonna be super fun to watch. And I heard it's top tier Marvel content, guys, because the premiere was yesterday. Yes, it was yesterday. It was pretty awesome.
Yep, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I definitely want to check it out.
Yeah. Speaking of Kamala, I just duped my 6-star the other day, and she's still not that good.
Oh,
Her show coming out this month.
Yeah,
but that's besides the point.
I mean,
her show is good.
Yeah, maybe she'll get this. Maybe she'll be the second buff. You never know.
That's true.
We'll see.
Double
see.
Disney.
Yeah,
nice.
double down on the Disney buffs.
Have you been following the shows?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I have not seen the newest episode of Kenobi or Miss Marvel yet.
Oh man.
But I have.
Absolutely.
I had to watch. I had to rewatch Multiverse of Madness. It came out on Disney Plus. Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah. Both episodes are like the best so far. Like especially Kenobi. Oh my goodness, that finale.
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half or something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
glorious. And for Kamala Khan, we get some nice information on how the shows work, like how it works. So I think you'll like it, or maybe
Okay,
not,
cool.
depending on.
No, yeah, I thought the first 2 episodes were fine. I mean, pretty fun.
Yeah.
It's lighthearted, you know, they're kids.
Yeah. Well, they explained the bangle that she has. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So it's like,
Okay.
if you're like if you're an OG Kamala Khan fan, you're like, I don't want that because it's not how the comics work and stuff like that.
Oh, well, I'm not really worried about all that.
It's okay. Fair enough.
I'm not here to cancel people.
That's what we like to hear.
What about you, Max? What do you think about the new Kamala Khan so far?
I'm liking it. I've I don't know. It's just like I like almost everything Marvel. But like I think I was talking about it on a few, maybe a day or so ago. I forget what I talked about yesterday, but in one of them I was just rating all the shows, the Disney Plus shows. Yeah, I'm waiting for it to end to see them all. I just watched only episode 1.
Oh, okay.
And so I haven't seen the other ones. So just from the first one, I did enjoy. I like a lot of things. I maybe it was the story, but I like the animations, the backgrounds, the movement. Yeah. Like on the episode 1, like everything. It just reminded me of like it's like reality, but cartoonish kind of. No, there's not much cartoon. There was a little, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Mr. King said Scott Pilgrim. It's definitely influenced by Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah. So
it's like playing with reality. Yeah. Like exactly.
Well, it's like the animations and the backgrounds on the walls and the graffitis and stuff like that is pretty fun.
Yeah, and I think that's what I like. I've recently started getting into like photography and filming and stuff, so I was noticing more of that than like the actual character and the story. But I was just like, oh, that is so cool. I was like, I'm like, I wonder if they did this way or something, you know. So
yeah, I'm that too. Like I took film class and I was like, man, that is such a cool shot. And like I looked at the behind the scenes on how they did it. I'm like, that is very inventive on how they did that. Like I think there's like one shot, I don't know, I think it's the first episode where she like plops on the bed, but it like the camera goes with her as she plops. Like it's really cool.
Right. Yeah, I think I saw the same thing. I think it was on Twitter. I saw it and I was just like, they had so many things moving just to make that shot, and I was like, wow, they couldn't just just have a gimbal and just like followed her. But yeah, I mean it's Disney, so
for sure. What did you guys think about or Max, what did you think about Moon Knight?
Oh, that one was tough. I wasn't a big fan. Still watched it. But it really, like, I was going by like weeks and I was just, I need to go watch it again, you know, episode 3 or you know. I just, time went, but and it was tough. And I watched one episode. I think it was episode probably 2, like multiple times, because I was getting distracted. I couldn't even. For me, it wasn't like Loki. Loki was my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was just like, I was like, oh, what just happened? Oh man, okay, I'll rewatch it.
Yeah. Loki was really good. I'll be excited to see if he turns up in Love and Thunder at all.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Oh yeah. Oh, Loki.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think they were saying like there wasn't any leaks or anything of that.
Yeah, for Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because they filmed it all inside. It's like, can't have any leaks if no one can share screenshots or stuff like that.
True.
Or don't hire any outside companies to do work on it. I think Marvel's learned their lesson.
Right, because they're not actual employees, right? So they can't.
Yeah, because that's
Oh
how they
my.
say most of the leaks happen, is that they hire a company. Like I was watching the Quarter Crew, and it was someone who worked on it, and they were like, yeah, they hire these companies, and this person definitely got fired for leaking it, which you're not allowed to do, but it does happen. It's usually companies that they hire to work on it, and that's how it happens. But for Thor, yeah, I have not heard anything, and I'm pretty happy with that. Like I've heard great things about it, and I mean, Kabam themselves were flown out there to watch it yesterday, so, and they said it was great. So, I am fully trusting it.
I saw that. I saw some of the photos, and I was like, oh,
Zira had a great time.
Yeah, dude, he's on top of the moon. You got to meet Jim Starlin.
Yeah.
My goodness, 2 legends right there.
pretty cool.
Oh,
Yep, absolutely. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention we know that Valkyrie is confirmed for next month's event. So you excited for her to finally join the game?
Of Valkyrie, yeah. I know she's part of the movies, so don't know much besides what has been told, like in the movies about
Gotcha.
her. But it's always exciting for new champions to come into the game that I have no idea about because like lately, I guess I want to say just last month, I kind of with Hulkling, I really went to like just reading about his sword and how that came about.
Excelsior.
Yeah. So like, so then I was like, oh, I didn't know that like in so that's kind of exciting. It's always nice for me at least. I know some people care for it, some people don't. I haven't looked into Wiccan. I did look at the story. Is it?
Dude, he's got some crazy story, like being like the demiurge. Like, oh my goodness, I like Wiccan more. He was like, for me, Wiccan. I was like so excited for Wiccan to be in this month. That's why like I called it like a year ago, like before we even found out this month's event.
I know, man, that timeline of but yeah, no, I did read that he was like Scarlet Witch's son. So I didn't even like I thought in the show they were just fake, like pretend, right? So I never thought that they actually went out and became something. So
Yeah.
I was just like, I really like surprised.
So I'll give you a little tease for Wiccan. So like the demiurge is like a primordial sentient god. Like that's how powerful Wiccan is.
Really?
Yeah, like it's very exciting.
Yeah, no, the little that I read is that he's like extremely powerful, more powerful than Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, and scenarios.
Yeah, and so I was wondering, I was like, I wonder if he's gonna be really strong inside the game, but I haven't like I still even okay. So
I think he's balanced based on the comics. I think he's definitely more balanced than, or nerfed, I guess you could say. I feel weird saying nerfed in this case, but that's what happens with the contest. Like you can't be as powerful as you are from the comics to the game. That's just not how it works.
Yeah, it seems to be the opposite a lot of the times.
Yeah, sometimes.
And then, but I'm excited. I haven't I'm yet to like actually play the guy.
Okay.
I've been doing other stuff, but well, I got him from those new bundles that they're doing now. The early access bundles that guarantees you a 5-star.
Oh, yeah.
So I picked them up there, and I've noticed that I like taking these champions up to like my cap where I can, basically rank 2 in my own account, and it just really lets me know like, okay, this is what they can do, and then just not overpower because of the rank. They're like rank 5 or rank and a 6-star. Like if I get lucky with a 6-star, like rank 3 or something. But yeah, I'm excited to test them out as a at least a rank 2 and unawakened. I just got him once, so that's gonna be kind of cool.
Yeah. Axon's lagging.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I should be back now.
Okay, yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. I see you guys talking about strikers.
We were talking about Wiccan, and he said he was buying the packages where you can get the 5-star.
Okay.
Colin
Okay.
just
So you
said,
got.
"I hope to see the goats as strikers." From
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you have Wiccan as a 5-star awakened.
No, just got him once. So trying to be a little conservative right now because of what's coming next month. So, or in a few days now, actually,
well,
it's
Yeah.
July. So, I wasn't even planning to be this whole month to spend it much in the game. Maybe it's some like daily cards that they bring up, but then they introduce this whole like, hey, get a 5-star guaranteed, and I'm like, what? I was like,
Yeah.
what is this change? What are they doing to the 5-stars? But I'm excited.
Yeah. Do you think it's a good change? Instead of having to grind for one in the arena, you can just pay $50 to get one right there and have a chance at another one.
Oh yeah, like maybe a few. I wouldn't say a long time ago. Maybe like less than about a year ago. I was just like, dude, they just need to start like selling the champions like everybody else in a lot of games. Or not. I haven't played many other games, but um, the other games that I did play, I felt like it's easier to you just buy the character, and then or the skin. The only game that I played was Call of Duty. You buy the skin and you're just like, okay, cool. I know it's a lot different than Marvel MCOC, but I was like, they just sell the characters, you know. So glad that they're doing it now. And I mean, the 6-star is probably not gonna happen. Give it another 2 years.
yeah, we'll see.
I don't know. I don't think I'd ever see them selling the 6-stars.
Oh yeah.
I mean, how much does it cost to buy a 6-star right now? If for units, 300 units, right, or 3,000 units?
Like a calf crystal, 300 units. Yeah. If you know, but how many how many of those you have to open? Man. No, I don't know.
Maybe the game's dying or something. They'll do like something like that. I could see.
Well,
but...
I'm saying like for like the they have the dual class.
Oh, when
6-star,
that's out.
Whenever in the deals, yeah, those are like 3,000 units, right, for a 6-star.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so that's like $100. I mean,
Yes.
if you spend $100, you better be goddamn sure I'm gonna get that 6-star.
Yeah, crazy. MCOC is like the most expensive game I've ever played. I don't know.
It's a gambling game. It really is, though. All the crystals and the RNG. It took me forever to get a 5-star mutant T5CC, and I finally got one, and I finally ranked up my Apocalypse to rank 3.
Nice.
Yeah. That came from the compensation. Did you? I'm sorry. Did you think that?
Oh no, you're cutting out.
Yeah, it cut off a little bit there.
Oh my gosh, dude, this phone.
All right, try now.
Okay.
Oh no.
What is happening? My life.
Yes.
Okay. So, do you think that the compensation was good or bad?
So I'm still. I mean, I know I'm still in disbelief that that's the compensation. Like, I don't. I like it, and I think it changed from the streams I've heard from just different people. I've said it like they're like, oh, I was able to do this to my account. I was able to grab this champion, and there's a lot of really good feedback. For me, I was just like, if this is the compensation or that was given out for like the issues, because I feel that like I don't think they're acknowledging that, or did they acknowledge the game was kind of broken for about a year.
I mean, they
Okay.
gave a similar comp package 6 months ago, and this was,
Okay.
and Mike said this one was supposed to be better than that one.
But it was like the same, and there was no
Yeah, it was like,
revives in it.
yeah, it was a little bit better, but I think people expected it to be better, way better.
Yeah, I think I guess maybe I might have done it to myself. I might have hyped it up by seeing those comments, and then I'd probably expecting a lot more. I mean, a lot more meaning like maybe a few. I think a few more maybe options for a 6-star. But or I know they can't. Have they ever given out units?
No,
No, right?
not that I know of.
Because that's one of the things just because I know I've had the whole parry problems and deck. I have had the deck scene kind of issues a little bit. Not much where I've kind of like raged or been extremely upset at the game because of it. But I know it's cost people a lot of units and stuff, so that would have been kind of nice. That hey, here's 1,500 units maybe, which is a lot. It's not a lot, but it's a lot when you buy it for cash.
15. That's like $50, right?
Yeah.
If you take 3,000 that you get for 100.
Right. Yeah. You get 3,000. Yeah, a little over 3,000 for $100, or maybe 3,000. I mean, it's not much because I know probably people have probably spent more, and just over the year. But that would have been nice.
For sure. Jay, you got another one over there?
Yes, I got a few. Okay. So did you ever play Marvel Rumble Champions at all?
I didn't.
Womp.
Yeah.
It's okay. Okay, well, how about this? Well, I guess I know the answer, right? Are you playing Mirrorverse, and what's your experience with Mirrorverse right now, which is a game by Kabam?
Yeah. Oh man, I'm loving the game. I didn't get into the beta or download because I think there was a possible way to download the game. I just waited until it got like launched. And I've been playing it for now, I think, what is it, 2 days? 3 days now? Or 2 days? Possibly 2. Let me see, yesterday. Yeah, like 2 days. And I went in there. Oh, by the way, funny story. I went in there immediately as soon as I heard it's like, hey, you can download the game. As soon as I saw it, which was probably like an hour into it, but then keep in mind that a lot of people have had access to it before, and I tried to get my name max. It was already taken. So it's MAEX as well in that game.
Ooh.
But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun. I know there's the highest tier, so I'm having a lot of fun not knowing what I'm doing much in the game. But as I'm exploring, I'm learning what to do, not necessarily what not to do. But yeah, I'm just having a lot of fun. It's like starting like maybe a new account for Marvel Contest of Champions. I think that's the feeling that I'm getting, as in Mirrorverse, but with obviously different mechanics, different features. It's not mainly one player or one character only. I have 3 characters in the map, so it's a lot of fun. I think switching between them, it's a little bit more. I feel like it's a little bit more strategy. But I haven't tapped into it that much, where I'm like really like, okay, this champion or character is best with this one, because I don't have them, and I haven't. I've been wanting so bad to buy one, but I haven't bought one. So, but yeah, I'm just kind of like, I don't want to buy one yet because I feel like if I do, that opens up, like, it reminds me of like MCOC, where like I'm kind of like wanting to get every single character collection purpose. I'm just kind of having fun with the characters and champions that I get at the moment in that game.
Okay. Yeah. I've been having some pretty good fun with it. What about you, Jay?
I have not played it yet. Just
Okay.
kind of busy with college and catching up on MCOC stuff that I missed out. Um, but I plan to. So, but
Okay.
I've heard great stuff. So it's nothing's like saying like, oh, I'm not gonna play this because most of everything I've heard is like it's really good. And with the CCP, we have people who are working on the game. So it's pretty awesome that we have Lyra is in there and she's working on it. And so it's awesome. I'm excited to a lot of characters I recognize because Disney is one of the biggest things out there. So you're gonna know all the characters, or at least most of them. So I'll definitely play it and excited to start a new journey.
Heck yeah. Um, who are some of your favorite characters to play with right now, Max?
Um, Jeez, I don't even, let me see if I can. So there's a Baymax in there that I got, which is kind of cool because he's got the same name. Uh,
Yeah.
and he's that, I don't know if you remember him from the movie, the big giant.
Big Hero
Of
6.
course,
Yeah.
there's
Um,
originally a Marvel character.
Yep.
and Ariel has been like my go-to again. And then I'm mentioning these because these are my highest ranking champions right now in the game. They're
Okay.
3 stars, and keep in mind there's 5 stars out there, and I'm working here with 3 stars right now. But um, yeah, those are those two, and I just picked up the little bunny right now. Forget her name.
Jenny
Uh,
Hops or something
yeah,
like that.
Judy. Yeah, Judy
Judy.
Hop.
Judy, that's what it is. Yeah.
Just got her.
Okay.
And she's actually she's got rooted mechanics.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh man, and she like roots. So like keep in mind, there's like you got 3 of your characters or champions in the map. And you can control all 3. Um, and then you're fighting these other guys, and these other guys move all over, but you can root them, so you can kind of control them, so they don't move everywhere if you do the right attack. So
It's
it's
like
kind of fun. I mean, it's so much. There's so much to it, I think.
the room mechanic is what Spider-Man, the Spider Warrior, did in Marvel Realm of Champions.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's like actually where it came from. Like I'm sure that's why Immortal Hulk during that side event got it and why Craven got it. Is because of Marvel Realm of Champions.
Yeah,
Because he'd
I
web
feel
up
like
the opponent.
it's been introduced in right MCOC. Just with what 2 playable characters now?
I
Craven.
think it's just Craven.
Yeah.
Raven and
Oh, Rintra. Yeah, that's right.
Rintraw. Yeah, Rintraw has it too,
Oh, does he?
Yes.
but he applies it to himself, which is different.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember watching the deep dive on it. I was like, wait a minute, to himself?
Hmm. All right. So you are a part of the CCP. What champions have you tested, and which ones were your favorite to test?
So in there, yeah, the one that I'm actually haven't released the video, but I've tested a lot was Hulkling, the most recent one of those this month's most recent one. Otherwise, I've tested a few others. We were I think it's we're able to take. I was gonna say I don't know if I should say this, but it is. You can. We're able to take a couple of champions to rank 4. So not every single champion to rank 4. It's like a little pass you get, and I've tested. Who was I testing at rank 4? I can't remember now. My goodness, I forgot that champion. But I was testing one, and oh, it was last month. Wong at rank 4. And he was fun. I was trying to make like really love the character, and because I really wanted him, and I was just like, yeah, I don't see me playing this guy at like 20, the way I was playing him as a rank 4 and in the CCP, the beta. But I do do want to see Hulkling. I want him, and I feel like once Battlegrounds comes back, which is going to be hopefully next month, I can't wait to go up against a couple of them because I feel like he's going to be a good defender.
Okay.
Very
nice.
Speaking of Wong, he still has his mystery synergy, like with talking about the next Sorcerer Supreme. And most people thought it was Wiccan because he's sets, like I said, he was that primordial, like he's insanely powerful, right? But it's actually not him. And I said it was Clea as my number one choice, but there's like so many different options. I was like wondering if you know them, like Kushala, who is a Sorcerer Supreme as well, lost the Summoner's Vote, and it could be Clea from the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, right? The post credit scene. Or it could be Kushala, or is there any other characters you know of that you'd like? Oh, I want that.
Oh, I don't, but yeah, I actually forgot about the mystery synergy. I just looked it up right now, and I was like, yeah, there's nothing there. And it's usually the case where it's like usually like the following month, or like
close
too far.
Yeah, Falcon and Captain America Sam Wilson, that was like plus a year, but for like,
was it?
Yeah, it was one of the longest ones. But for like Black Cat and the Toad had a mystery synergy, and that was obviously Scorpion, and then Misty Knight had synergy, and that was Black Cat. So those were within the few months. So, but yeah, like Falcon took like a year, and I think She-Hulk was like a few months as well. So sometimes they're really short, and sometimes they're really long.
Yeah, I just looked up Clea. And when do you think she's coming?
Well, definitely not this year.
I would say probably next year sometime. Yeah.
Yeah, we know there's a Marvel Realm Champions event coming out, or Marvel Realm Champions is coming to the contest, right? And one of the houses is the Temple of Ashanti, right? So I believe she'll be one of the sorcerers that comes with that house, and that's what we'll get her during that event. October is supposed to be a Spider-Verse event, so I don't... And a Spider Supreme's also another one. I don't know why I didn't mention it, because that's my guess, right? Spider Supreme is who I think it's going to be, right? It's going to be a Spider-Man who's got mystic abilities and is the Sorcerer Supreme. And that's... If it is this year, that's who I think it is. For October.
Yeah, I just pulled up your calendar right now, and I'm like, yeah, I didn't see her on there, so...
Yeah.
Next year.
Yeah, I think Cleo will be next year. Yeah, and even XN, like we were gonna do the show last week, but obviously because we weren't able to do it, XN has a comic book with this new Spider-Man Supreme. Like, it's like brand new. Like, it came out literally just last week. Like, I was like, that was so cool.
Yeah. If you guys are into comics, like, I started.
Oh man, you started cutting out like
I
instantly.
Know. Okay. If you guys are into comics, I just started following this guy on the Drip app, and he sells comics, new and old. Mm-hmm. He does like $5, $10, $20 mystery comics. So you pick a number and he'll just flip it over, and that was one of them, along with two of the number one Beta Ray bills. One of them is the Stormbreaker Ivan Coelho Stormbreaker cover. So it's pretty cool. Yeah. He picked them out for me. So if you like want anything, he'll probably just go ahead and pick it out for you if he can find it.
Hey, that's cool.
What app is that?
It's Drip app. Yeah. He's like the only person that sells comics. He does it from like 2 to 4 central, 2 to 5 central time. Every weekend.
Okay.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That's super cool. Yeah. I forget what. See, again, my memory is so bad. But like, there was one of the characters that just came out that I was trying to read up on. Like, there was a free comic book, and then you had to download an app, and it was able. I'm looking at the screenshot. It was almost similar. I don't know. I don't think it was that one, but you're able to download the comic book, and it just talked about the story of the character, which was nice. Yeah,
That's cool. But yeah, I can't wait to get into some more comics. I've got another box right there next to the door that I haven't even opened yet.
Wow.
Yeah. It's got a Kang #1 with the another Ivan Coelho Stormbreaker variant cover.
It's a great artist.
Yeah, he's a beast. Yeah. Anything else you got over there, Jay?
Yes. Oh, Michigan says instead of zombies, we'll fight vampires. Yeah. Oh, I guess if you're talking about the Inheritors. But Max, you are a collector. I think you have the Sideshow Venom Pool, right? That's like $400, right? In your collection.
Yeah. The Hot Toys one.
Hot Toys, yeah. Well, it was distributed by Sideshow. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, are you gonna be getting this new Venom Pool that's coming out this year?
Oh, is that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I had a.
It's 100.
Go ahead.
It's only 100.
Okay. I have a couple of pre-orders already with Sideshow already, and I've learned to be patient. When I got into this lightly collecting of Hot Toys and then statues as well, I just wanted them all like right away.
It's so expensive.
Oh yeah. And then I realized very quickly I don't have room for all these things. So I took over our bedroom basically, or not our spare bedroom, and it just kind of slowly became all mine.
Oh my god!
And so, and my wife is like our garage is filled of like boxes right now, of other Hot Toys that I've collected and have not displayed. And I feel bad because I just don't have the time to put them up and set them up like the way I want to. I've done my Deadpools, so I have the Hot Toys Deadpools. I have a couple of statues for Deadpools. But yeah, the other ones, that's why I had to stop. And there's so many new ones coming out that I'm excited for that I'm like, dude, I want those. I want those. I'm actually you guys might know this one, the mcoc Deadpool statue by
yes, Sideshow, the 1/3, the 1/3.
Yeah.
Oh, are you breaking out now? Yes, this one.
Yeah, that was my dog's just, I think my wife just got home.
Saying hello.
But that's the one. Yeah, I pre-ordered that thing such a long time ago.
Still on pre-order, right?
Yeah, and then Sideshow reached out to me saying like, "Oh, it's not coming." So then I canceled it, and then I pre-ordered it again. So I'm like, you know what? It's gonna come when it comes. There's no rush to this.
Yeah.
I have room, but I don't have room really. So then I'm excited for that. I'm really excited. Like I said, I like Deadpool, and I'm really excited for that one. That one's gonna be big.
Yeah.
I'm expecting it to be really tall, really big.
There's only 500 of them, which is pretty awesome because 500 people to have that statue is pretty small number.
Right.
Says July this year to September this year. So within the next few months, you're gonna get it.
Yeah. It should be at the end. And they're gonna want to collect the money. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah. So what? $1,300? My goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They have a lot of stuff. Like they have that Deadpool one, which is $1,300. The Venom Pool one I showed you is $100. The Ghost Rider one that I wanted, but it was $900. He has the Hot Toys, which is $400, and then the Venom Pool, a different one, is $2,500. Like they're really expensive.
That 2,500 one, it's like a statue, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But on the Sentinel head, since the Savage Lands.
Yeah.
It's badass.
That one is that one's also limited edition. There's only a few, but
yeah, 300.
Behind that one, that's so expensive.
It never sold out.
So gnarly, though.
It's still out. Like, it's because it's so expensive that it's not sold out yet.
Yeah,
right.
I like it. I mean, I I I don't know.
I mean, I'm glad they did like the smaller version of it with GameStop.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh, thank goodness that I don't have to spend that much money.
Yeah. But I just don't like. It would be in my room again here, and it would just. I feel like it would just be in the way, but it would be nice to look at.
Yeah, you
every
gotta start like
day.
building your own shelves and display cases everywhere. I think I've seen your room and how it lights up.
Oh yeah, yeah. The few times that I've shared the room in the streams, and there's other stuff that I haven't shared. Or actually sometimes I have. But I just want, like today I took the day to dust this whole room.
Dude.
And I was so careful in dusting everything, and I was like, man, today was the day for me to open and set one up, set one up, and I didn't because I spent the whole day cleaning.
Heck yeah. Spring cleaning. Well, now it's summer cleaning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else you got over there, Jay?
That's about all my notes. I guess I didn't ask you if you keep up with the story or not, but you said you look up the characters anyways, so that's nice.
Right. The story I kind of do when something like there's a big thing coming or a big change.
An
and I'm like,
army of
"Hey, wait."
Galactuses.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting how they introduce that. I have no idea, which
Yeah.
is gonna be nice, exciting
I
to
mean,
like
August
look
is
at,
going to be one crazy month. I guess I should just say that.
right? And it's like the MCOC's got so much coming, which is kind of exciting. It's always exciting.
Heck yeah. What did you play with the strikers at all this month?
I
Oh,
did.
Cyclist.
Yeah. The Strikers was fun. I did it to the first time they came out. I didn't play them at all. Um, but this time was my first time I got to play with them. I think this is the second time they let us play with Strikers, right? Or was it
Yeah, they
third?
did it. They did it at the beginning of the year, and then they did it this month. I think at the beginning of the year they were like strictly using specials though for the strikers,
Mm-hmm.
and it seems like this time they're using the like a 5-hit combos
Yep.
or like a 3-hit combo. So, would you like to continue seeing the 3-hit combo, 5-hit combo striker, or would you like to start seeing some specials?
No, I think it would be cool if I like the what. So I didn't get to play with them the first time. So, I know the button. They were saying the button changed to display where it's at. I think
Yes,
it got
they did
bigger
it,
or it
yeah.
got moved. So I kind of I've enjoyed like what I'm playing with now. The combo is nice, and maybe if there's a little bit, if when the striker's ready, you hold off even more. Um, and maybe you can launch a special. But that would introduce another little bar in there somewhere. Um, but yeah, I like it. I like the introduction of strikers. I wonder if that's gonna be a thing that we can play with. Um,
As a character.
um, yeah, that's as like something you can just you're questing and you can bring like reinforcements like as a striker, so you have your top five and then maybe three strikers or you know
Yeah. I want to see that.
that'd be kind of nice.
I also want to see it in a
Something
kit
that
too.
I've been kind of yeah, it's something I've been kind of teasing around with was like, what if you like your guardians or something? You're running with a team of guardians, and then they could like strike for each other, like
Yeah.
in their kit,
Yeah,
or like Avengers or any like sort of team up, X-Men type stuff.
Heroes for Hire.
Right? Yeah.
yeah, that would be fun. Hopefully they get introduced in Battlegrounds. So
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
that's like my one. Like I think that's rejuvenated the love for the game recently. Battlegrounds, and to think that I was missing out on it. Like I didn't in the whole. Speaking of the CCP, right? CCP had access to Battlegrounds, and they were playing it, and they were kind of showcasing how I was working live on streams, and I never participated. So I kind of missed out a lot there. So I'm glad I jumped on board though, because it's a lot of fun.
Okay. Do you find yourself ranking up a lot of champions for Battlegrounds specifically?
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm actually haven't ranked up a champion since the last since it's been gone basically. So waiting for the new beta to come out. And I'm just sitting on a bunch of resources right now. And like every single level up, I'm like what do I want? But hopefully soon. Yeah, in the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna be forced to rank up champions because of the expiration of the stash, but it's always a question. It's like I hope I make the right rank up. You know, I hope I did the right I made the right decision here for this, for whether defense or offense.
Okay. So who are you finding as some really good counters for Battlegrounds?
I like the depending on the what the I guess what do you call it, the meta is.
Yeah.
I do like some of the damage dealers like over time. That to be like the way to go for me. And it's also brought to me, this is why I kind of like Battlegrounds. It's like there's so many champions and I only know the core, like my 3 champions or 5 champions that I use all the time, you know. And so it's brought that, like, man, I don't really know, you know, over 200 whatever the amount is now, champions that are in the game, and I've been playing this thing for like over 5-6 years now. So I'm like, it's me getting to know all these champions all over again. So it's been a lot of fun.
227.
227 right now?
Yeah. You always gonna add one to May since Summon Simulated isn't on there.
Yeah, 227. That's crazy. Yeah, see, I only know like a really good like back and forth, like maybe what, 7, 10.
Oh no.
All those. So yeah, there's so many champions that like, and that's what's causing me to like relearn. You know, it's like, oh, I didn't know that. You know, oh, I forget. Like I know which tip. So you kind of know what champions are immune, right, to bleed or poison. But then like I forget because I don't play them that often. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. This guy is immune to shock. I forgot.
Yeah, it's like Mole Man or Nebula being immune to shock. You're just like not really used to that. You're like, okay, well, I'll take it.
Right. Yeah. Like if you're not using that champion for like a specific alliance warpath, AQ path, or where you're using them constantly, yeah, I feel like you forget.
Yeah. I've been having to use Nebula on the hazard shift node in war, so she's an MVP for me right now. Yeah. What else do you got over there, Jay? Anything else?
I do have one more.
Okay.
You mentioned Deadpool was your favorite character. It doesn't seem like we're gonna get any more like mineral pool characters. Like I don't see a ruby pool or a diamond pool or something like that. But we do have like Marvel Realm of Champions coming, and with that is is Deadpool Supreme and his sidekick Parrot Pool. Is that like you want to see as a playable character?
Oh, really? Parrot Pool?
Yeah. Here, look at the image on the right.
Yeah, that's his parrot.
Let me see.
Parrot Pool.
Oh, dude. Oh, I see it. Yes. Look at even his hook doing the heart. Come on. You gotta love him. You gotta love him. Yeah, that would be super cool. I laugh at just his Deadpool, who he is, and what the character. But yeah, no, that'd be kind of cool if they introduced that. Watch it be like super strong. Yeah, no, if that was the case, I would jump on it for sure. Just even if it was just for collection purposes, I would want to try to pick it up, and as many star levels as I possibly could.
You think he'd slap harder than Deadpool X Force?
Yeah, which is actually so in game. I don't know if anybody or you guys do this. There was a point where I'm just like I had completed everything. Like right now, I'm not, but I had completed everything, and then like I started making little missions on my own. Like, hey, let's rank up every single champion, or
I've done that.
let's do this and
Tried.
that. Right now it's like trying to get all the Deadpools to its highest rank possible, but then Battlegrounds came out and that just kind of stopped that.
Yeah.
Is Deadpool not good in Battlegrounds?
We don't know yet. Actually, you haven't been really used, but it doesn't seem like he would be. But
Yeah, it
not
seems pretty
100% sure.
basic just on it. Maybe X Force.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like his regeneration would do pretty good.
Yeah, he's got some bleed damage too as well. So
Yeah. All right. Um, yeah, I think that's about it for the evening. Jay, if you don't have anything else,
No, maybe you want to give us a tease on what you got planned for your content before we sign off.
for me,
Yeah.
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, no. This year, yeah, I didn't bring it up, but this year, like over the last, I think on YouTube for like time flies, but I want to say like 3 years now, 2 years, maybe 3 years. This year I've been wanting to stream a little bit more, and even with like family work schedules, and I do a bunch of other stuff like personal stuff for work. Yeah, a lot of people are like friends that know me are like, how do you even, play the game this much, So like, I've been wanting to like stream a lot more, make more videos. So hopefully that is going to be coming a lot more from at least the channel. Or I got a laptop, so that'll be able to work now at home, do videos and edit videos at work. So that'd be fun. And so that hopefully I can do more of that too for both games now.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be MCOC a lot more, of course. But I don't know, that Mirrorverse is looking good.
Heck yeah. All right. Yeah, that's awesome. Mirrorverse and Marvel Contest of Champions. Do you play any other games?
At one point I was playing Call of Duty
Okay.
for like I even got into like a comp mode for them, but it was in the mobile version. Just like about I would say like what just over a year ago now. And kind of gave it up because I just didn't have the time to keep up with the with everybody else that was in the comp mode. And they were just they would grind like hours on hours to like build that chemistry within the snipers, the assault team, like just everything, and so I didn't have the time, and I just felt bad every time I would go in there. But yeah, I do enjoy gaming for sure.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, thanks again for coming by and chatting with us. Yeah, you've been a great guest.
No, thank you guys for having me.
Of course.
Yep. No doubt. It's been a great evening, minus all my microphone issues. But yeah, have a great night, everybody, and thank you for coming by.